I often get a lot of requests to review CVs. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of CV samples sent to my emails right now. And yes, because there are so much, I don't have the time to review CVs. I don't do that. But somehow I just decided to look through all the CVs that have been sent to me, because a lot of people have been coming to say, oh, they sent me CVs to review and they've been applying for jobs. They've not been getting any feedbacks, stuff like that. So I just decided to look through some of the CVs that have been sent to me. And I noticed about 5 or 6 mistakes that are common to these CVs. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 to 6 common mistakes that people make in their CVs that reduces their chances of getting a job or prevents them from getting a positive feedback from employers. So if you've sent me your CV in the past, or somehow you feel you have a good CV but you're just not getting a positive feedback from employers, you need to watch this video and take it seriously so that you can identify the common mistakes that you've made in your CV and make the necessary correction. My name is Tochi. You're welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like this video and share it so everyone can benefit from it. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome back. The first common CV mistake people make is using one CV to apply for different jobs. Now you must understand that no 2 jobs are the same. You need to understand that every job advert is different, even if they're of the same roles. In fact, remember that the people who have put out those job adverts are not the same, right? So the recruiting manager, the HR, whoever is in charge of putting up any job adverts, they are different. So they would have used their own keywords, their own terms, people they are looking out for, even if the job is of the same role. So you should always tailor your CV to each job application. So this brings me to this software that I discovered and I strongly recommend to you, and it's called PDFelement. So you can use it on your Windows, desktop, MacBook, Android, iPhone. You can use it to create and edit PDF on the go. That you can access it anywhere. So for instance, you're outside your house and you're not with your laptop, or your desktop is at home, and then you just come across a job advert online that you want to quickly apply. All you just have to do is quickly bring out your phone, modify, edit your CV immediately to suit the job role you're applying for. Use the keywords they're looking out for in their job adverts, put them all in your CV, and then you submit your applications, right? It's very fast and easy to use. So with this, you can easily apply for any job no matter where you are, because you can always edit your CV on the go to suit the job role that has been advertised. Not only does it help you create and edit PDF, it also allows you to sign PDF documents. So wherever you are, whenever you get any document that requires your signature, you can always sign it on the go. So if you're giving a job offer, or you have a contract or something, whatever it is that requires your signature, you can always sign it on the go with PDFelement. It also has a feature that converts scanned documents into text. So you can basically scan a document and make notes and corrections and text. It also allows you annotate PDF documents. Another feature that it has that I love so much is the fact that it allows you protect PDF documents. So basically, if you have any sensitive or confidential information that you want to share with somebody, you can share the file and no other person can have access to it except the person that has the password to actually access it. This software has so many other interesting features that you would really like, trust me. Like, it also allows you translate, read, organize, combine PDF documents, and so on. This app has so many free CV samples and more. I'm going to leave all the links you need in the description box. Feel free to check it out. Second common CV mistake that people make is putting your education section above your work experience section. Please don't do that. Put your work experience section first, because that's what the employers are looking out for. Basically, they're looking for who is experienced to handle the tasks that they have, who has the experience and ability to do the job that they are hiring for. So please let your work experience come first, because that's what is likely to sell you the most. And depending on the kind of job you're applying for, sometimes your education section might not be very relevant to that role, but your experience section is what shows that you're more qualified for the role. And remember that when you're applying for a job, you're not the only one that's applying for a job. So imagine that a recruiter has 2 CVs in his or her hand, and then the first person has his work experience, or that he has done that is related to what they are looking for, that's related to the role that they are hiring for, and they feel like, oh, this person, is qualified enough to handle this role. And then they have the second CV where the first thing they are seeing is the education background, the education section and all, who do you think would get the job? Remember that a recruiter that is looking at your CV does not have all the time to spend on a CV. He has just few seconds to spend looking at your CV, and if it's not what they're looking for, they'll just throw it away and move over to the next person. So that is why your work experience section should always come before your education section. The third mistake is not showing your achievements or your contributions in your last roles enough on your CV. See, when you're drafting your CV, it's not a time for you to be humble. It's time for you to actually blow your trumpet. Let the potential employer know what you have done in your past roles, what you've achieved, contributions that you've made, your impact basically. Let them know of your impact and let them know what you're likely to do for them, that you're an asset, right? And when they employ you and you come to work for them, you're going to make impact because you've made impact in the past. You've achieved great results, you've done so many things, put out all your accomplishments, all the results that you have achieved in your previous roles. Please, in as much as you're trying to make your CV to be very concise, direct, straight to the point and all that, make sure you put all of that in your CV. The first common mistake is not putting all your achievements in numbers. Please, when you're writing your CV and stating all your achievements, accomplishments, all that you have done, impact that you've made, try to always list them in a measurable form. Put them in numbers, like let it be quantifiable. Make it very obvious that when anybody picks up your CV at a glance, they can easily identify it. So for instance, if you've handled any project in your previous role that you were able to achieve results, make sure you put it down in numbers. So you can say, I was able to lead a team that converted 4,000 people to begin to use our product. Because of the innovation I made, I reduced the rate of patient fall by 100%, by 50%. Please try not to write it in words, always write in numbers, like in figures. The fifth common mistake is that most people overlook typos and grammatical errors, right? We just see them as little things that don't matter. Look, they matter, right? Always try to make your CV as professional as possible. All those things you see as little things, you want to overlook them, okay? Trust me, they matter, they count, right? Let your CV be close to perfect, if not perfect. Try to correct every type error. In fact, go through your CV. If possible, give it to somebody else to go through it as well. Dot your I's and cross your T's. I found this one very common in most of the CVs I looked at, right? So I feel like some people just think, oh no, I have the experience. Oh yes, I have the qualifications and all. So all these things don't matter, right? So you just do it anyhow and just, put it out there, or just use it to apply for jobs and all that. They feel like it doesn't matter. What matters is what's inside the CV, right? See, everything matters. Remember that you're not the only one applying for that job, and they're not going to be looking at only your CV. And then there are professionals who are looking at your CV as well. Remember that. So don't just give them anyhow CV. So because I don't have the time to review CVs, because there are so many of them, like about 500 if I'm not even joking, and I was able to look at like 50 or thereabouts, and this mistake was very common in most of them, right? Please try to correct this mistake. Make your CV to be worth it, right? Let it be close to perfect. The sixth common CV mistake that some people make is the fact that they put so many irrelevant personal details in their CV. See, remove all those things. Nobody cares about your marital status, your religion, your age, your state of origin, your gender, all those things. Please, if you have them in your CV, remove them right now. You should only have your relevant personal details on your CV, like your name, address, email, and all that. Please, any other thing that you want to tell us about yourself, see, we don't care, right? When you get to the interview stage and they ask you those questions, then you can answer. But for your CV, please take them out, okay? Make your CV to be very professional. I have a detailed CV video on my channel already. Do well to check it out. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helps, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.